Alright, everything's great. Fantastic. My own volume's a little high. I can easily adjust that. Everyone else's volume's fine. My controller doesn't work. And I don't know why. And I already hit record. Let me figure this out. Mind your eardrums. It's about to get loud. That's why. Figured out why. Well, I say I figured out why, but you still have to reset these things when this happens. Otherwise, it doesn't take it. Unless I had to close the hole. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I love technology. You know that problem you've never had before? Well, here it is. That works. Fantastic. Alright. Where the hell am I? I'm here, and I have pogies. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. I guess now I have to go to Sunny Shore, and if I remember correctly, I've pretty much done everything else in the world. Oh, chat. Okay, let me think. What should I do here? So, we can now go to the lakes as well. The lakes are now options. And we can go to Sunny Shore. So how should I do this? Cause I'm just thinking. So as soon as I beat Sunny Shore, I get Waterfall and I can immediately go to the Pokemon League. But I feel like the Pokemon League itself isn't going to be that difficult, so I suppose what I'll do... Thank you for the raid, Oxy. Thinking how to best split this. I have an idea. Let's trigger Mesprit to roam right now. We'll do that. Then we'll head to Sunny Shore. And then we'll go to another lake. And then we'll fight Volkner. And then we'll do another lake. Because I don't think I have... Unless I do after game stuff. I don't think it's possible for me to get to the Elite Four today. And beat them all. Well, actually it is. But, Oh, well, there you go. That's what Mesprit looks like, chat. Now I don't have to run into it. Thank God. Whew! That was Mesprit, wasn't it? You accomplished what I asked you to do at Canalive Library. I asked you to get data on the Pokemon in the lake, and you did. But it doesn't provide answers about the mysteries of evolution. I still don't know why some Pokemon evolve and others don't. Ultimately, it only deepened the mystery. But having mysteries to solve, that ends to my enjoyment. Asprey, why don't you chase after Mesprit? To me, it seemed as if it wanted to play with you. If you were to use the Poketech app, the Poketch app marking map, you'd be able to track the movements of Pokemon. What? You don't have a marking map? You should occasionally pay visits to the Poketech company, you know. Go on, Asprey. I'm sure you've been meeting countless people in Pokemon, and kind of keep telling your special ways. Oh, you enjoy the experience? Take care. I didn't know he had dialogue for that, if I didn't have that. Thank you for the resub, Cole. Okay. And thank you, Ellie, for gifting a sub. Let me think here. Chat, I'm pretty sure... I really feel like I have enough time to beat Volkner, go to Victory Road, and then fight the Elite Four. I think I can do that all in one part. I really do. I kind of want to, too. But... I wonder if that's the right idea. And after that, I can do all the extra stuff. I'm gonna get a Dragonite just in time. Now, the only one on the lake trail I ran into was, what's-her-face, Mesprit, just to get her roaming. So that's over and taken care of. I need to get Alakazam up in levels. I need to get the free item here. Never mind. Okay. I want Spoon to get higher leveled. I'll worry about TMs a little bit later. For now, this is fine. Alright. We can do some trainer battles. Depends on what the Elite Four has. That's true, and their levels are going to be quite high, so I'll need to be able to... I'll give them a try. If I lose, I lose. And then we can come back some other time. But I think I can legitimately get there. I know what you're thinking. That was stupid, Dylan. He's 14 levels higher than you. And you'd be right. That was stupid. But I guess I assumed that whatever move he was going to pick wasn't going to kill me. Wow. Alright. That's good. That's pretty good. Fortunate first encounter ever. Oh, what price? Goodbye. Chat, you know what I did last night? I spent hours getting Nook Miles and going to Nook Islands. What are you? Oh, him on top. And let me just say, after countless trips to islands, I'm so fucking fed up with it. I swear to God, I have encountered every single hippo and every single rhino in the game. All of them. Every single one of them. I cannot get away from them. I have run into Bertha twice. I do not want to run into Bertha. I do not want Bertha, period. Oh my God. There's an item up there. Rocco? He doesn't sound familiar, actually. He doesn't sound familiar. I ran into a rhino that looked like a cupcake. Her nose was a strawberry. But I was like, nah, I don't want a rhino. And, well, unfortunately, the last plot of land I had available... Ooh, Spiritomb. The last plot of land I had available is now occupied. Someone bought it. Their name is Sheldon. I don't know who they are. And I don't really care who they are. They took up my plot of land. But one of my villagers is moving out. So that means I'll have another plot of land. And I know how that sounds. That sounds really bad. But she told me she was leaving. And I was given the option to A, stop her, or B, tell her to stay hydrated. So I told her to stay hydrated. The only reason I stopped last night is because I ran out of Nook Miles that I could get for 2,000. I got stuck. Find an Atlas Moth. Yeah, good fucking luck. Find a Blue Marlin. Yeah, right, like I can just fucking find one of those. Oh, that sucks. No, I need to switch again. I want... Oh, maybe not. No, I do. Discharge's not going to do much to you, and low kick will probably finish from that range. I hit the average yet? Of course not. Motor drive. What is it? 75. We're back down at 68 because of the way this thing keeps track of this nonsense. Like, oh. Sure. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. No, there's frame drops. Twitch is in a bit of a shit show because there's so many people on the platform now because of, you know, current events and whatnot. It's not too bad. I've had very slight amounts of decay over the last couple weeks. There's a dragon villager? Neat. I found a few cool ones. I found an old-ass wolf. But again, not what I wanted, so I left in hopes of finding something better, and I never did. I never did. But at least once the koala moves out, I can immediately sell their plot of land to someone else. So right now, I've just been grinding not miles, so I have enough backlog to do island hopping again when when the chance presents itself. That said, it's still kind of annoying. I hate my villagers. Not all of them. Not all of them, but pretty much every villager after Kyle, I don't want them. I hate Kyle. I should have threw rocks at it. I hate Kyle, I hate Cleo, I hate Anchovy, I hate them. Hate them all. Fuck them. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. I'm throwing rocks at it because I missed. You gotta be kidding me. Just hit him with nets? I don't want to be a dick. There's gotta be a better way to do it. It's just like... The stupid donkey is a sassy bitch. She's awake at like 2 a.m. so whenever I get the Nook Miles thing that's like, talk to 3 of your residents, I go in and talk to her and she's like, oh, it's so great to see you. Again. I'm just like, bitch, whatever. Yeah, like 3 people awake right now. My octopus buddy, who I love Octavian. He's adorable. he's just an octopus dude. He's my second favorite. Screech is annoying. U-turn and speed boost seems like a useless combination, but then again, Yanmega isn't exactly a physical attacker anyway. Clay is a good boy. I don't like Clay. He's neat looking. He looks like a Clay doll, because his name is Clay. But I don't want him. Can't bring myself to build the houses for them. You have to. You have to build the houses, you dumb bum. You need 10 villagers. Otherwise, you can't get KK. At least I don't think. I think that's how that works. I don't know. I'm not jumping. I'm not time traveling. I know, but I don't want it. But you can't get terraforming until you do. So you're kind of at the mercy of the game on that one. What does telling Isabel about issues with a resident do? Because like you can bring that up, but like the villagers don't ever do anything that would warrant that. I just don't know why it's there. It resets their clothes and catchphrases. Change their clothes back to default. Oh! Oh, victory belt. How do I remove the problem? Pretty sure I've seen... Yeah, no, I remember Vinny did that. Because he gave Scoot an outfit. And he changed out of it and he lost his froggy shirt. And Vinny was like, fuck, I don't want that. So he talked to Isabel and then Scoot had a plain white shirt. No, this is a bad moveset. I need to give better moves to Spoon. But so far, Psychic is more than enough. Yeah, low kick will handle this. I hate when I get Nook Miles things for 500. 500, and it's like catch a tuna, catch a blue marlin. It's like, okay, let me just fucking get that. That's what. Here's how I do it, chat. When I get the Nook Miles Plus for 3 DIY projects, I get clams. So I make fish food. And then I don't start looking for a particular fish until I also roll the one that requires me to catch 5 fish. So then I try to catch the fish in 5 attempts, I don't catch it, I move on. That's how I do it. Also, anytime I get something for chop down a tree or grow a fruit tree, I always do it on the Nook Miles Island itself, because you can literally just knock a fruit off a tree, plant it in the ground, and it will give you the thing. And it's just like, that's kind of silly, but it works. I hit the wrong fucking button. Simply ignore them or use an amiibo card to get a villager in your camp and get them to convince whoever you dislike to move out. I don't have amiibo cards to do that, but if I have to ignore them... I mean, I don't talk to Kyle, like, ever. I put his house so far away from civilization that I hope he gets the memo. Still, Christian doesn't have any cards that I want. I don't give a shit about Kid Cat. Amiibo cards can be used more than once, right? It's not like you scan the card and the fucking card loses all its power, right? Not like that. It's like they can be used multiple times. But you can't like QR code that kind of thing. You need to own the physical card, don't you? Something like that, huh? What a pain in the dick. I'm sure it beats the hell out of randomly pulling. God, we're treating Animal Crossing like gacha right now. You either buy what you want, or you just randomly pull with in-game currency. That's what it's become. The only thing that Animal Crossing has over gacha games is that if you get something that someone else wants, you can actually orchestrate a trade. And it's really strange. It's really, really, really strange. I don't know how I feel about the whole animal trade thing. It's just... you think about how that works morally, it's like, okay. Alright. If I found Raymond on an island, I don't know, I wouldn't want him. But the amount of power, you now have access to the holy grail of trading. You can trade Raymond for like anything. Absolutely anything. But I don't want Raymond. The Animal Crossing black market. It is a weird thing. It really is. Gastrodon. I want some grass. Bucket. Press R/ on this thing. I gave up Leaf Blade long ago. Rain Dance. I mean, that's not really gonna do anything for it. And I know I'm faster than Gastrodon. I may be slow, but I'm no Gastrodon. I found some DIY recipes on the beach as well. I got one for money flooring, and it's exactly what you'd think. It's literally just floor. The floor is just dollar bills, or like rolls of cash. And in order to make it, it requires 50,000 bells as material. And I don't know, it's really weird. Because you're converting Animal Crossing money into, like, real money, and you're turning it into flooring. Now all I need to do is custom order a bunch of toilet paper, and I can put them all over the room and put cash on the floor. And there you go, I've recreated a meme in Animal Crossing. And I can now obtain 10 billion Twitter likes that will amount to ultimately nothing after the second day. I wonder if there's a wall for that too. I found it in a bottle, so I'm not sure. Something that Wario would have in his house. He would have more gold than dollar bills, but I haven't seen anything like that. Found a DIY for gold bars. I mean, good luck finding gold nuggets. I have like 9 of them right now, but I don't really know what to do with them. What does Wish Cash have? Wish Cash doesn't have water absorb, does it? No, it has anticipation, which exists. I don't think so. You got a meme shirt from a balloon? No water absorb, thank you. Anticipation and Oblivious. Those are not very good abilities, are they? Scout that hidden power grass, though. Gold tools? I can't do that yet. Sometimes I get a customize option on my Nook Miles. You know what's nice about the Nook Miles Plus? Is that it won't generate ones that require you to, like, go to the store if the store is closed. You will never ever be able to generate something that says you spend 5,000 bells on items if you're past the point of Nooks being closed, which is fan-fucking-tastic. What? What happened? Weird. It clicked out of the window for some reason. I mean, legitimate DS, of course. Those poor fools don't even know. Gorbis. Spoon's almost up there. Good thing I got 2 lucky eggs now, I guess. This thing has Aqua Tail though, which is probably enough to kill me. I could live, maybe, but I don't really think I can. Chad, I just don't understand why. I get that. I'm kind of like pissing in the wind here with what I'm doing. I'm rolling 1 out of like over 300 villagers for ones that I like, but I would understand that. Yeah, I understand that part, but you gotta understand, I have run into the same villager on 3 separate occasions more than twice. I have run into Bertha twice, I have run into Tammy twice, and I have run... Oh god, what was his name? Clay. I ran into Clay twice. I've run into those 3 villagers on random islands twice now, which means out of all the pools... the giant pool of villagers that I could run into, I've had dupes encounters 3 times. That kind of irritates me, because that could have been literally anyone else and it would have been fine. But nope, they gave me the same villagers. And of course it was perfect. Ugh! I don't want a hippo villager. Chat, what's worse? The hippo villager or the donkey villagers? Oh, I missed. Cat and rabbits. Those are good. They're adorable. What's up with Tammy? Nothing, I just found her twice. I just don't care about her, though. I don't know anything about her. I found Teddy. I liked him. He's really tall. But, like, I only had 1 slot, so I was being very selective. Go for the Aqua Tail. Just, like, little bears in there. Found the same villager a couple times. One villager seen on the island 3 different times. I'm sorry to hear that, because it sounds like you didn't want them. I know I didn't. Executor. Found racing and the racing in the ESD division extra we're referring to. The first bad and a racing silhouette talks about how Aya went missing. Oh, I remember that. You're right. Yeah, because the first choice, you either go to the shrine or you go to Alice's house, and then Alice fucks you up. And it's like, that's the first you see of Alice, and pretty much the only time you see Alice, unless you do Marissa's route or Converge back at like the very end of the game. Bear, big, cub is small. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of like Teddy. He had Brock eyes, but again, I had 1 slot available, so I couldn't afford to just be like, I was being picky for a reason. Because I had a lot of time, and I figured I'd be able to roll something I really liked, but... assuming... I don't know what Sheldon looks like. If Sheldon... Maybe Sheldon's fine. It's all about how they look, really. Nah, I don't regret it. Sheldon is a mouse. I have Sheldon. Is he the mouse with the 5 o'clock shadow? He's this character sounds familiar now. Oh god. Who's Walt? Oh, he's a squirrel. Oh, Sheldon is a squirrel. Okay. Wait, I'm getting conflicting opinions here. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him. I'm gonna meet him tomorrow. I'll tell you, when I walked into Anchovy's house, I was like, fuck. I have two birds in my town, Jacob and Anchovy. Bird up. Sheldon should have been a turtle. I thought he was gonna be some kind of sea creature. You need Gaston, the cranky rat with the awesome mustache. I remember him because he was in the GameCube one, and he had the dungeon wallpaper and the dungeon flooring, which was those were exclusive wallpaper and carpeting that you could only get from Sahara, and you couldn't order them via the Nook catalog. So I remember him. He had a scary house. He's also on the box art. Only ever had him once, though. He lived by the beach, I remember that. My first angry villager ever was Apollo. And the reason I remember Apollo so well is because way back when I used to look at, like, cheat codes for Animal Crossing, yeah, you heard me right, cheat codes. Back before Wild World, there was the infamous shark cheat. Or not cheat, but there was the infamous shark rumor, where you could catch a shark at the beach and it was 20,000 bells and stuff like that. Right? Anyway, I remember one particular article that just was like, here is Apollo's, like, active schedule. It's like, why does one single villager need its own, like, schedule on Cheat Planet? Well, it's because the son of a bitch is only awake for, like, 6 hours a day. And then he sleeps. Like, what the fuck? Every time I played Animal Crossing, and mind you, on the GameCube, I just time traveled all over the fucking place, because why not? I thought it was funny. I didn't care that much. But every single time I would do anything, he was asleep. He was not active. Pikachu fan club. Pikachu. 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 Pikachu! Clark Scott. That's not a Pikachu. GameCube Animal Crossing was neat, because the way it worked is there were four towns, or enough towns, sorry. There were 4 houses, and there was a residential block for all 4 of them. And when you paid off your debt, you got a gold statue erected at the train station of you in your honor. And then each person afterwards would get one after. So silver and then bronze, and I don't know what the last one looked like. This thing is definitely faster than me. Never mind. Never mind. KK Slider appeared there as well. There's also that weird gyro face you could do. I did that to myself by accident before. I went to get on the train with Porter, but I pushed one of my villagers up on the train platform with me. So Porter's mapping didn't work. Like, Porter couldn't get in the right spot to stand to activate the train. So he just kind of walked in circles for a couple minutes. And then I had to reset my game. And when you do that, you lose your entire inventory, and your face is a gyro for like a day. And it's kind of freaky. I don't know why they do that. I thought Dunsparce was faster than Milotic. I thought this only thing this Pokemon could do was have moderately decent speed. That's some creepypasta BS. It was really weird. I never quite understood why it did that to you. I can get why it would delete everything. Well, no, I don't really get that part either. But the part where it changes your face and to be fucking horrifying, it's literally what happened to Coco. That's what Coco's face is. Coco's a gyroid bunny. She's my favorite. I want her the most. What is this? Pokemon size contest, no thanks. I want either Coco or Rolled. Those are my two favorite villagers. My two favorite male and female villagers, I should say. I remember Tammy. I like Tammy. Not Tammy, Tangy. She was a cat, but she was a tangerine cat. She was hilarious. Coco didn't save on the train. Yeah? You have Coco and Rolled? Damn. I used to not like Rolled. But then, somewhere down the line, I was like, you know what, Rolled? You're sick. You're a good man. And now Rolled's my penguin buddy. I love Rolled. Haven't seen Rolled in any of my games since GameCube era, though. I get Lucky, though. I like Lucky a lot. I think Lucky and Anka, like, go together, because Lucky's house aesthetic is Egyptian. He also has exclusive wallpaper and flooring, the pyramid stuff. And I've never actually had Anka in my game ever, so I don't know what her house looks like at all. I don't even know, was Anka in GameCube? I'm pretty sure Lucky was in the GameCube one, but I can't for the life of me remember Anka existing. Ambipom. I don't really want to fuck with Ambipom, so I'll just go here. I'm also looking for more rare flower islands, but for some reason, I found one again, and the only thing I could find was the same flowers I took before. Purple and orange cosmos. Or not purple, sorry, pink and orange cosmos, which is fine, but I want blue and black and purple, because I need as much different variety as I can. I can't find peacock butterflies, because I don't think they're attracted to pink or orange flowers. I think they're attracted to, like, blue or something. But crossbreeding flowers doesn't really work consistently, it seems. Every time I water my flowers, they just create more of the same color. Anka was on GCN. Okay, okay. I have now learned. I never had her. We actually had a player's guide for that game. Probably still have it, and I had like all the villagers in the back. That's why I remember Octavian. He stood out to me. He stood out to me because he was like the only octopus among every other villager that was categorized. And I was like, this guy's awesome. How do I get him? I never had him. Would you like some blue flowers? I will trade you blue flowers for orange or pink, whatever the fuck you want. Because I could use some blue. Cast form. Seems buggy. I've been having issues with flower breeding. I don't even know if anyone's getting them. You can't get, there's no fertilizer. You need blue, purple, or black for Peacock or Raja. Wait, you need blue, purple, or black for the Raja? Well, that doesn't make any sense, because I caught that butterfly, and I don't have any of that on my island. I only have red, yellow, and white. The Raja Brooks butterfly, right? I definitely have that in my museum. Oh, she changed color. Well, that's neat. Cast form has different forms. They're recolorings, mind you. But that's still pretty cool. With the Raja, that's just what the wiki told me. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that, because I definitely found that bastard. In Emerald, it's bugged and turns to a black square. I mean, that's the cutest sprite ever. It also seems that the only extra fruit I can get in my game is apples, which is annoying. I need pears and peaches. I started with cherries, my mom sent me oranges, and apples appear on a certain island in bulk. I don't really get why it does that, though. Are my Nook Islands locked, or did I just roll the same thing again because I'm super unlucky? I don't really understand how it works. Because sometimes I feel like the pool of villagers is locked to my game or something, because I found the same goddamn villagers multiple times, and it's like, are they really all in the pool here? It makes me doubt it. I have second guesses about it. It's probably not the case, but it's hard not to feel that way sometimes when the game just Really rolls you the best, worst luck imaginable. There we go. So you can't play on a stranger's island. No. I don't know how that works actually. Yeah, this will probably kill it. I've been to Tarantula Island twice. I've been to Bamboo Island 4 times. For God's sakes, I just want the Rare Flower Island. I don't even care about the Tarantula Island. It's cool, I guess. You can hoard a bunch of the tarantulas and make mad bank, but I don't care about that at all. It's neat to have money, but the thing is, in Wild World, you be fling, yeah. Yeah, useless. Yeah. Can't explain it. I get more easily agitated at night. This is a double battle. I'm gonna do it. So close to Dragonite. I don't know what that item is, but we're never gonna get it. Maybe if I had a... I wonder. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. Shit. And Frozen Zatu. Yeah, that's not so bad. I could probably take that out. What was I gonna say? Right. In Wild World, chat, do you remember the flea market? There was this thing you could do. There was a flea market day in Animal Crossing where your villagers would come into your house and they would offer to buy things on display for money. Uh-oh, I hope that doesn't... Oh, fuck, that's annoying. And they were real cheap. They would always... They would depending on the rarity of the item, they would pay, like, a lower amount of money or a higher amount of money. And what I found out was, if you put, like, a shark on display, and a shark's retail value is 15,000 bells, right? But if you put a shark on display during the flea market, you could sell it to your villagers for 40,000 bells. You could probably get more, but that was the safe amount I found. So I made so much money. I would just travel back to a summer night, catch everything I knew that was ridiculous value. Like, I'm talking Hercules beetles and all different kinds of sharks. Mostly the regular shark. Coelacanths, if I could get it to rain, all that kind of good stuff. And then I would just turn it to the flea market day and make mad bank. But the thing is, kind of boring. In my opinion, I don't, like, how do I explain this? I guess what I'm trying to say is, earning money steadily is slow and painful, especially if you're one of the people who likes being super creative in the game. But I don't like just having all the funds immediately available without working towards it, because it just feels like there's no purpose to doing anything at that point. But that's because, as I said, I don't have the most investment in the things that people do with all the money. It's more about just enjoying the game, catching some fish and bugs, and talking to some animal buddies. Yo, fellow trainer, your Pokemon are secure inside your Pokeballs. There's no masking the aura of serious toughness. Whoops, sorry, I should introduce myself. My name's Flint. I'm one of the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Try this idea, maybe you can pull it off. It's about this town's gym leader. He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because there's been so few good challengers worth his time. He's been so bored, he spends all his time renovating the gym. And then that blackout happened. That sure didn't lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I need you to give him a battle that's so hot it will reignite his passion for battling. Counting on you, hotshot. I'm working on it. It's fine to disagree with me. As I said, I'm just not the most creative when it comes to that kind of thing. I can understand why people would rather never have to worry about lacking funds to do the creative projects they want to do. But for someone like me who doesn't necessarily aim to do that, I'm okay with just kind of earning money slowly and steadily, and I still don't have that much issue like getting it. I have a ton of money saved up from all the stuff I've been doing, but I don't need like a million. I don't need to be a goddamn billionaire, you know? If anything, I'm just getting sick of hitting my goddamn axe against a tree and getting a fucking egg. The worst part about that is if you chop out an egg out of a tree, it doesn't count as a piece of wood towards your Nook miles, which is just obnoxious. And then my axe breaks, and then thankfully I've collected enough wood to make a new one. I pretty much destroy deserted islands when I go there. I chop down the trees, I collect the wood, I plant saplings in places they have no chance of growing, and then I drop everything I picked up by accident that I don't want, I litter, and then I leave. It's great. Just leave the eggs there. They're so annoying. I'm getting so sick of looking for my fossils and pulling up eggs. Oh, that's a whole ass Weavile. Unfortunately, chat, as awesome as Weavile would be, Weavile actually doesn't get Ice Punch unless it's an egg move. The only physical ice moves that Weavile gets are Avalanche, Ice Shard. What are you? Oh, Clam Pearl. That's cute. Avalanche, Ice Shard, and Icicle Crash. Which Icicle Crash isn't a bad move, but it lacks the accuracy. Oh yeah, Tutor. I forgot about the Tutor. But I have no way of really accumulating shards properly, so that's out of the question as well. 2 days and there will be no more eggs. Chad, I had to catch 5 fish this morning. And you know what I did? I went down to the ocean. I caught an egg. I caught a can. I caught another egg. And I caught another egg. Icicle Crash is Gen 5. What? Is it? Another lucky egg. Wow. Then hold on. What was it that Weavile learned? Was it only Avalanche and Ice Shard? I could have swore it knew something different. What fish is it, Demo? Because I didn't know there was a new pond fish. So far, all I've seen is the crawfish. But I don't check the ponds, because when I see a big fish, it's just a goddamn carp, and I hate them. For Weavile, no physical ice moves in a level up pool. Just Ice Shard. Mammoth Swan has Ice Shard and Avalanche. Yeah, but so does Weavile. I know Weavile has Ice Shard. It's decent. Ice Punch is still a really good move to give it. It's just, I don't know why they made it an egg move / tutor move. Alright. Pop-eyed goldfish. Oh, that little bastard. Yeah, did you get the Ranchu goldfish? That one I found by accident. It's got a big squishy face. Alright, well... Okay, I thought there was something new in April. So far, the only thing new I found in there was the crawfish. I don't look very hard. I'm using a guide website to track everything. I'm pretty sure I have everything available at this point. Even if I don't, I doubt anything is only going to last for the month of April. But I'm so inclined to not check any water because I'm so sick of eggs. So you're the latest challenger up against the Sunny Shore Gym. Alright, I've decided. If I find you to be weak, I'm going to challenge the Pokemon League. I'm all done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be here. More than anything, I want to have battles that can thrill me again. As the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh, I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Okay. Damn, these binoculars work really well, don't they? Can Dragonite learn Waterfall? Probably not, huh? I was just thinking, I know Aqua Tail, but I don't think Waterfall is something I'm allowed to learn. I still would like Ice Beam, though. It can. Can it? Oh, alright, that's good. That's a good move to give it, then. The only thing I remember about Dragonite is most competitive movesets use some form of Dragon Dance, Outrage, and Earthquake. And then, whatever. No, we can go right to the gym. Waterfall and Surf. I knew I could learn Surf. I knew that one. But I wasn't sure about Waterfall. But I guess it's safe to assume that any Pokemon that can learn... So much market. Extreme Speed 2. Isn't that an egg move, though? No, I want Ice Beam. Will she give me Waterfall right away? Because I wouldn't mind having that. City makes me feel at home somehow. It's next to the sea and there's a lighthouse. Oh, if you don't have a gym badge, you'll be forced to turn back. She won't give me Waterfall yet. Oh, yeah, the competitive sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Extreme Speed's pretty busted in terms of effectiveness, huh? Where's the gym? It's up here, right? There she is. Yo, hiya. He finally came back. He seemed to be feeling upbeat, too. I have a hunch that he recognized your toughness right away. I bet he's getting excited over the thought of battling you. Remember what you have to do, Hotshot. Give him a battle that's so hot, it will reignite his passion for battling. Alright, Hotshot. I'll be waiting at the Pokemon League. I like that Flint and Volkner have some kind of dynamic that is not explored in the slightest because they're NPC trainers. Alright, so what type is he gonna have? Pretty funny if he ends up with fire types. I might be stupid. Yep. There we go. Alright, let's see what he's got. Place your bets now, chat. I think it's flying. I think it's flying because we've already had water. Alright, well you're super dead to a punch. Elavoo MVP. Probably, yeah. We're gonna punch everything. VS, even Skarmory. Skarmory will die to Magmodar though, so I'm really not worried about that in the slightest. Yeah, this looks good. We can clean this up pretty fast. What a final gym. Considering the second gym was Dragon types, I'm okay with this outcome. That was probably one of the hardest gyms just because of that. This is the toughest gym in Sinnoh, that's why I'm here. Director Tristan. Altaria. Right, I forgot. This Pokemon has a chance of showing up. Well, I do have rocks. I can throw rocks. X-Speed. Neat. I remember back in the day when Altaria was not a good Pokemon. Then it Mega Evolved. God, that was cool. With a +1, I might be able to get a kill with the Air Slash. Altaria is really cool, don't get me wrong, but it's not a very good Dragon type. For the fans. That's fine. You don't get any buff from that. Damn it. Ah. Never rely on Metronome. But come on, when I have the option, I might as well. But it's fine. Just hit it with anything, really. She's gonna paralyze me. Why about Altaria when Solomon's exists? That's true. Oh, there we go. Yeah, well, this one's my fault, but that's alright. I expected as much, but I really want to press Metronome because I'm in a situation where the game is letting me do it, so I'm gonna do it. Or not, the game is not letting me do it at all. Cloud Wings. Wait, you had Dragon Pulse this whole time? Then why were you pressing Dragon Breath? Why have you paralyzed 3 turns in a row? And it's still raining. Alright then. Pretty good stuff. This right here, chat, is a prime example why a metronome only run would get boring super fast. Imagine this every single fight. And not because I want to, but because I have to. That would get stale instantly. Lucky? What you mean lucky? You know, Cloud once said... Oh god, what did he say? I just heard him say it. Survival is a combination of luck and skill. And you can't rely on luck. What a badass. I want to win. Sure thing, buddy. Hero. Chat, Final Fantasy VII Remake has come out now. And I watched Vinny play it. Looks nice. I'm enjoying watching him play that. The thing that confuses me though is the amount of people who are upset about it. I don't really understand why. I don't understand. Here's the part I don't understand, chat. This may be cherry picking, but people will look at the they'll look at the FF7 remake, right? And they'll compare it to a game that's it came from that's 20 years old. We're talking PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4, right? Now, hear me out on this, right? Hear me out on this. The game jumped so many generations to get on PS4. So obviously there's going to be improvements to match the fact that it's a newer system, right? There's different things going on. It's been a long time. But they're angry that things are portrayed not exactly the same as they were in the original. And what confuses me about that is these are probably the same people who look at things like EA and Call of Duty and accuse them of releasing the same game every year. But as soon as it comes down to the games they care about, if the game isn't literally just an HD port of the game they played when they were like fucking 6 years old, it's a bad game. That is the confusing part. Did they change the story? How could anyone know? They've changed elements of the story with Cloud's flashbacks and stuff, but I think the reason they did that is because they have the technology to better show that off than they did back in the PlayStation 1 era. If anything, it just seems like people are being nitpicky about it because it's not exactly what it was 20 years ago. Either way, I think it looks nice. But you can seriously hinder your enjoyment of it if you just nitpick every single thing. It's like, wow, the game's good, but it didn't do like Cloud's hair is not as big. Cloud's got a big ass sword. Real-time combat, that's a fair complaint. That's a fair complaint. The combat system isn't for everyone. I hear it's similar to Crisis Cores. Talked about in an article how easy mode is too easy. When they complained last year, Sekiro not having easy mode and being too hard of a game. Why would you listen to Kotaku? That's all I needed to see was the word Kotaku in your sentence. I could already tell it wasn't going to be positive. You think game reviewers know how to play video games? The one fucking thing they need to do on the entire planet is play a game. That's all. That's the only skill they need, and yet they somehow fail that. I don't get it. It's kind of impossible to not change stuff to PS1 graphics and cancel it. Yeah, but that's the thing. And to be fair, it's part one. The whole game's not out. Obviously. It's the first part of it, which I'm pretty sure it's just the entirety of Midgar. Who knows? Maybe things will make more sense down the line. I can understand people being a little bit skeptical and cautious optimism because, well, here's a spoiler for like the first 20 minutes of the game. Sephiroth makes an appearance really, really quickly. Mom does not approve of your complaining and swearing. What? What? Why? I'm not oh, I am complaining. I'm complaining about people complaining. Maybe you should put headphones in. You ever think of that? Anyway, point is, people should be more up to giving the game a chance instead of just looking at every single element that's different from the original and then being like, well, I guess that means this game is absolute booty trash. Maybe Cloud's hallucinate. Well, I mean, if anyone's seen the actual plot of, if anyone's seen the plot of Final Fantasy VII, they know kind of what's going on with Cloud. But his hallucinations are a big deal of that. But I guess they're just, it's a bit heavy-handed sometimes, I will admit. It's a little bit too on the nose. But, hey, well, it's realistic. Look at the way I'm dressed. Can't you see that I'm hardcore? You got it, Pikachu kid. You got it. Jump Pluff. More of these Pokemon go down to Magmodar than anything. Oh, well, Spoon's almost around a decent level anyway. I'll give the level Omelette instead. Sounds good to me. The two most conflicting reviews seem to be that, 1, the game's too long, or 2, the game's too short. Do you understand how conflicting the information there is? I don't understand. Dragonite might appear. Yeah, probably. Oh well. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. It's 10 hours of Midgar. Don't ask me, dude. Don't ask me. It's either too short or too long. Do you remember Sword and Shield when that came out? People said you could beat that game in 6 to 8 hours, and that it was short and it was bad game. You know what most people did in their first 6 hours of Pokemon? Was they ran around the wild area and explored. It was such a bad argument. The length of the game is so rough. Like, people play games at different rates. The fact that anyone assumed that you could beat Pokemon Sword and Shield in 6 to 8 hours if you were, like, just casually playing through it is insane to me. Because that's the amount of time it took me to even reach the first gym. Because I was doing the thing called playing the game and exploring the world. Sure, not everyone wants to do that. Some people just want to solo run the game so they can beat it, then they can post spoilers while simultaneously complaining about it while refusing to acknowledge the fact that they still paid full price for it anyway. But what do I know? You know how the internet works. We all know how the internet works. Oh, Spoon got that kill. Nice. And we'll stay in. Either way, Pokemon Sword and Shield turned out to be better than expected. Some people still don't like it. It has its issues, to be fair. I hope the DLC is good. I really do. I hope the expansions turn out well and they add enough content to justify the price tags and create a better experience for the game. But some people seem to want things to fail. Explain to us how the internet works. Something comes out and some people like it and some people don't like it. And the people who don't like it will often yell at you for liking it, and the people that do like it will often yell at you for not liking it. And then you get the people in the middle who don't care. That's how it works. $23 hours for Persona Royal and I beat the first palace. Damn! Now that's crazy. You could beat that game in like 10 minutes. It's a bad game. The thing that kind of becomes dangerous with these kind of games is the more beloved the game is, and the longer window of time between its remake and its original, the more critical people are going to be. It's not a bad thing to be critical, but sometimes people just willfully ignore the pluses and look at the negatives, and they form their opinion entirely on that. It's like, all right, chat, I'm guilty of this. I am absolutely guilty of this. But have you ever looked at reviews for something? Let's say you have 4 reviews, right? You look at them. 3 of them are overwhelmingly positive, and 1 of them is like mediocre to negative. And the only thing I can think of is the one that said it was bad. And I hate that. I hate that I do that. Why do we focus on the negatives so bad? Imagine if Valor makes Half-Life 3. Oh god, yeah. See, that's gonna be hard. But in Valve's defense, Half-Life Alyx did really well. Like really, really, really well. It's a VR game, and it's a pretty competent VR game. It looks beautiful, and it seems to play well, and it does a pretty good job of storytelling. So that was nice to see that, because I'm pretty sure when Half-Life Alyx got revealed, people were really worried about it. Because like, oh, new Half-Life, and it's not Half-Life 3, it's something called Half-Life Alyx. It's featuring the character Alyx. I don't remember her name because I don't know much about the Half-Life lore, but I know that she's a character who appeared in Half-Life 1 and 2. And yeah, it just turned out to be a really, really popular game. It's probably the first game in VR I've seen that was like designed for VR and is done really well in VR, and it's not just like, hey, here's our game, but in VR, and you have to buy the whole game over again to play it in VR. That's pretty scummy, by the way. The negative is usually more aggressive in my opinion, so it sticks out. That would make sense. I just hate that I focus on that kind of thing, because it really takes away from my enjoyment. That's why I don't like looking at reviews and stuff, and that's also why whenever I see negative reviews from places like game journalisms and stuff, I just laugh at it. Like, I don't think anyone will ever take the opinion of the person who couldn't get past the Cuphead tutorial seriously ever again. And sure, that's a low-hanging fruit, because, well, it is. It just is. But come on, could you really take someone's opinion on a video game's difficulty or interface seriously when they can't even read the prompt on screen that tells them how to make a jump? Ninjask. I'm gonna light... Nah, I could light you on fire. I'll light you on fire. Why not? I saw the whole game and it fits pretty good in the whole Half-Life series. I watched Vinny play it, but I missed like the first part, so I don't know how it starts. I did enjoy watching him play it though. The game was really cool. And I'm glad that Half-Life fans got a game that was good. Because the last thing you ever want to see... I like RE3 remakes, so it makes me sad to see much negativity when I'm watching my favorite RE streamer play it, enjoy it, and then the chat forum. I don't understand the negativity to RE3. The only thing I've seen about that game that kind of makes sense to me is it's a full-priced game. It's a full-price game, and it's kind of on the shorter side for a full-price game. However, I think the game itself is amazing. I really enjoyed watching it. Yeah, why are people disliking it? Is it just because they say it's too short? The whole bunch of negative reviews from software titles because they fixed hard difficulty and it's just laughable every time. Well, the original RE3... For those of you that don't know, the original RE3 had 2 difficulty modes. There was easy mode and hard mode. No normal mode. Hard mode was hard mode. You started with a handgun and a knife. Easy mode was easy mode. Everything died pretty much instantly, and you started with every single weapon in the entire game. You had a machine gun, a magnum, a grenade, you had like everything. All of it. RE3 actually has 2 higher difficulties, making it replay difficulty because they mix around items and enemies. Yeah, I've heard they had one that's like Infernal and Nightmare, right? Because it's harder than Hardcore. They gave it a lot of replay value, which is cool. Nice. And there will be Master difficulty. Not Master difficulty, sorry. I'm thinking of Doom. what do you call it? There's going to be that Project Resistance thing as well, which comes bundled with RE3. So assuming that isn't terrible, then that's another thing added to it. Nemesis is done well. I know the dodge mechanic's a little bit strange, but it is what it is, in my opinion. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm not going to fuck around with crime ring. But I guess people are just looking for things to be angry about. I don't really get it. You know, most... Ooh, that's nice. Most Resident Evil games can be beaten in about an hour. Did you know that, chat? I'm pretty sure every single Resident Evil speedrun clocks in anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half. If you're quick, you can beat that game in an hour. And that's just like not even including like major skips, because there really isn't that many major skips to any at all. As people are upset because the game has several locations cut but had a new area to replace one and expand on another area. People are mad that they used the police station. I don't really get that part. You go to the police station as Carlos, but in the original RE3, you also go to the police station just as Jill to get her lockpick, which I know isn't, it's like not very long, but I just don't understand. I don't understand the complaints. To be fair, maybe the game shouldn't have come out like 1 year immediately after. Maybe they should have took another little bit to make a little bit more. They did reuse the RE2 police station, because it's the police station, mind you. But it wasn't like the whole game took place in there. It was just one segment. It was one segment. I feel like Resistance is going to tank popularity because everyone thinks that's why they charge $60 for the game. Maybe it is. Who knows? We live in an age where you kind of have to form your own opinion on these things, lest you be swept in negativity forever. There are a lot of series that exist that were beloved way back in the day. RE2 Remake World Record is around 50 minutes, and replicate the strat themselves honestly not that difficult. Get 60 to 70 minute runs. But RE2 is longer than RE3. And there you go. That's literally the argument right there. RE2 Remake is a longer game, but if you speedrun it, it's basically the same length. But it's not really a good... That's not really a good comparison, because a casual playthrough of RE3 probably isn't going to take you longer than an hour. You're not a god at Resident Evil the first time you pick the controller up, that's for sure. You gotta learn how to play the game. That's why playtime's always been kind of an interesting... Playtime's always been kind of an interesting subject of criticism, because people play games at different speeds. Some people explore everything. Some people die a lot. Some people challenge themselves. Some people are stubborn and refuse to use certain items in situations where they need to, or they will die. Some people take forever to read the lore, and some people don't read the lore at all. Some people watch cutscenes, some people skip every cutscene. There's a lot of different ways to play a game. So when you get to a criticism about game length, you have to wonder, like, how exactly does that work? RE speedrun on Inferno difficulty is super interesting to watch. I want to watch some of those because I hear they're pretty cool. Breath of the Wild. Did you know you can beat Breath of the Wild in like 30 minutes? Did you know that, chat? Some people beat Psycho Mantis not moving their controller to player 2 port. I mean, there's a workaround for that. The kernel even tells you. I mean, you mean like they actually just beat him legitimately with one controller, or they just do the switch behind the plant shit? Because that's just a failsafe in case for some reason you stuck silly putty in your controller 2 slot and it no longer works. 30 minutes. Breath of the Wild is a short game. Yep. Interview with the Breath of the Wild producer whoever said beat game in 10 or so minutes, but it'll be incredibly hard. I don't think you can. I really don't think you can beat it in 10 minutes. Because you kind of have to do all the tutorial shrines, and even with the most ridiculous speedrun movement tricks, that still takes like 20 minutes of the run. Then you have to fight all 4 of the bosses, and then Calamity Ganon himself. Yeah, in Metal Gear 1, you have to fight a boss named Psycho Mantis who doesn't let you attack him with controller port 1. In order to beat him, you have to plug your controller into controller slot 2, and then you can move. But if you take too long to do that, the Colonel will call you again and will start asking you if there's some reason you can't plug your controller into the second port. And then he'll call you again after a little bit, and he'll be like, "Alright, Snake, there's like a button behind a potted plant. Go press that, and it'll do what you need it to do." So they have something in play there, just in case you've done something to your system that port 2 doesn't work, which is good. He's base that on if you go straight to Ganon. Yeah, that's basically how the speedrun works. They get a ridiculous boost and they just fucking glide all the way to Ganon's tower, and they grab everything. They get their strength potion and all that nonsense. It's neat, to say the least. MGS the first game that broke the 4th wall like that? I don't know. People can beat Ocarina of Time in less than 7 minutes. It's true. People can beat Pokemon Yellow in less than 1 in-game minute. Will the button work even if the correct Colonel doesn't call you? I don't think so. I actually don't know. I've never actually seen that. Speedrunning wild. I think. I wonder. I don't know. Speedrunning is a really cool thing to watch. That's for sure. Chat, what would you say is a good time range for a speedrun? Like, what kind of what time ranges would you say is good for a speedrun? Me personally, I think anywhere between an hour to 2 hours and 30 minutes is a good range for a speedrun, because there's just enough there to really get invested in the game and then like be relieved. Hmm, 50 to 130, 60 to 90. Yeah, pretty good ranges. I like 2 hours. I don't mind 2 hours myself. 30 to 90 minutes. I feel like games that are 30 minutes long are either really short or there's some kind of ridiculous skip that lets them skip like 90% of the game. My favorite speedruns are the ones that are like 90% execution heavy. Stuff like Mario 64. I know it's a pretty basic answer, but the thing that's cool about Mario 64 speedruns, especially 120 star, is the fact that they have to do every star in the game, which means they have to route it in such a way that they can just immediately go to the next star and save as much time as possible. Castlevania speedruns too. Original Castlevanias, yes. I have tried to watch Symphony of the Night speedruns, and I am so confused. I have no idea what's going on. They'll just, like, I tried watching a Symphony of the Night speedrun, and they're just like, alright, so Alucard does this thing where he falls on the wall, and he goes, what? And then he just magically teleports to a different part of the castle, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening. A speed game you can't follow is not that interesting to watch. I just like when AGQ comes up with a 5-hour speedrun that's not speed at all. Depends. If it's a 100% run for a lengthy game like Wind Waker, I'm fine with that. It's neat to see how... I like long 100% runs because it's neat to see how the people route every collectible in the game the quickest as possible. That said, I have zero interest in watching an 8-hour Final Fantasy speedrun, because why... How do you speedrun a JRPG? How do you do that? It just seems like it's like 100% movement. Well, sorry, not movement. It's like 80% movement. No, not even. Well, like, I don't know. But it's movement and menuing. That's what JRPGs are. And mashing text. It's not the most interactive, I'd say. More power to you if you do it. That's for sure. It's like Pokemon speedruns. Those ones kind of confuse me. A Pokemon speedrun just kind of seems like a glorified solo run. You pick a starter, and you only use them. And once you do that, you get your box legendary or something, and then they carry the whole game for you. Okay, I almost screwed that up. Alright. Alright, so you're gonna be difficult, so I'm probably not gonna... I'm gonna lead with you. You're probably gonna be the most helpful in this battle anyway, so let's give it a go. It's not speedrunning, that's breaking the game. Kami runs is pretty amusing because sure you're going out of bounds a lot, but you don't really lose track of them jumping from room to room, so it's kind of annoying watching them flip menus. And open and close repeatedly to infinite jump. That sounds like classic Sonic Boom, the Knuckles jumping. Alright, Challenger. It's not often, but some trainers manage to come and challenge me. But they've all been boring battles. I didn't break a sweat beating them. I'm Volkner, the gym leader. They say I'm the top gym leader in Sinnoh, but... Anyway, I guess we better get this done. I hope you're the trainer who will make me remember how fun it is to battle. Jonathan. Chef Jonathan. What? That's not a flying type. Is it because it evolves from Scyther, who was a flying type? That's an interesting situation to show up with, but alright, sure. Maybe. I'm gonna assume that's what it is. How weird. Staraptor. Yeah. Alright, I was gonna say, do I Thunder Punch or Thunderbolt? But that pretty much seals the deal on that one. Nice dodge. I wonder if that's enough, though. Well, I'll never know for sure, but there we go. Tropius. Ice Punch would be good here. Hey, Kirby. Air Slash. I'm still faster. 58. There you go. Thank you, Demo, for gifting a sub. And a flinch. I get it. You guys are tough. But we can match your toughness. Oh, don't tell me Tropius is his ace. 58's his highest level so far. Charizard. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that Togekiss could have just killed Charizard anyway, but for the sake of MPP status, we're gonna do this. We're gonna... Oh no, Charizard's the ace. This is it, my trump card. Thunder Punch. Heat Wave. I hope that's not a 2-hit KO. Oh, it is. That might not even kill it. Yeah, it didn't. It has a berry. Shocking. I didn't see this coming. Alright, well, no. They're gonna die to Heat Wave. Chat, I'll be right back. I need to use the washroom. Apologies. I'm alive. That sucked. Alright. I have a feeling I was gone for a long time. So, Minor, I'm gonna send you this after the stream, and could you just cut that like, 5 minutes of blank nothing. Thank you. There you go. Fight over. Yeah, that was a bit, yeah. Yeah, it was a bit rough. I'm alright though. That was the most fun I've had in a battle since I don't know when. It's also made me excited to know you and your team will keep battling to greater heights. This is your 8th gym badge. You've earned this. Got the bacon badge. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, spit. Just use Waterfall. You're not in battle. Yeah, Waterfall is the key if you're going to Pokemon League. Also, because you had collected all 8 badges, any Pokemon at your water level will now obey you without fail. I want you to take this too. It's Volt. Charge Beam. Maybe special attack lands. It's terrible. Your next step is Pokemon League Challenge. It's time for you to cross the team when you're way through the gauntlet that is Victory Road. Demonstrate your Pokemon League, your master, your team. Against you, even the Elite Four will be pushed to fend off your challenge. I wonder why he ended up being a gym leader anyway. Togekiss can learn Charge Beam. It's like a guaranteed special increase every turn. However, I'm not interested in that. Kerchow. Alright. Now. Hi. What? Hey, Asprey. What the? You went and got all 8 gym badges of Sinnoh? Ah, you. That's wicked. I envy you. But don't think you've won. Because I'm gonna be the toughest trainer ever. You watch me. Before I was dreaming. Just wanted to be like my dad. Now, things are different. I thought about what being a trainer involves. I thought about what Pokemon are. We're gonna get tougher one step at a time. I'm not gonna challenge you to a battle now. I hate to say it, but I know you're tougher than me. But not a whole lot tougher, just a little. Our difference is about a yard? Nah, not even an inch. What I'm trying to say is that I will catch up to you in no time. If you don't hurry to the Pokemon League, I'll leave you in my wake. Is that your friend? Seeing how you two got along made me happy somehow. Must be wonderful having a friend like that. A person that you can share anything and everything with. A person you can compete with without fighting. Made me feel sort of warm seeing you two. It may seem odd, but I'd like you to have this as my thanks. This isn't much, but I really wish I wasn't on the bike during this, because I hate the bike music. The hidden machine contains Waterfall. If you use it, you can get to the Pokemon League. I don't know how to say this, but good luck. Yeah, whatever. Someday, when I grow up, I'm gonna have a powerful Dragonite. There we go. Bike music's terrible. You know what the biggest sin in the world is, chat? You know the music in Giant Chasm in Generation 5? That music, the piano music. That music is so good. And then you just stand in that cave, right? Then you get the fucking shitty Gen 5 bike music in this amazing cave. Ugh. Irked. I am thoroughly irked by that, that's for sure. I wish I had Ice Beam. Huzzah! I can learn it. $90. Sacrifices some power for accuracy, which is fine. Electivire MVP? I have no idea, because every single person, every Pokemon was dealt with by a different Pokemon. I guess, yeah, go for it, because I used Electivire the most in the actual gym itself. Alright. Nice, another useless item. Never did find that Electrizer. I'm pretty sure this... One of these trainers has a Lumineon normally. God, Leo. Camera up. Okay. This would be a good time to get my Dragonite, really. Waterfall. I know you can activate your bike before entering locations to get rid of the music, but it's more the principle of the matter that gets on me. Because that music, the music that plays in the Giant Chasm, plays in the Dragon Spiral Tower, and it plays in the Celestial Tower. You know, a graveyard. And you can just completely envelop that soundtrack with your shitty ass bike pedaling music. Blastoise having a portable cannon is so cool. I'm pressing Psychic, and you can't stop me. Oh, well, that might stop me. Chat, why is Aqua Tail so bad? Like, why give them a move with 90 power and 90 accuracy and no additional effect? At least Play Rough had an additional effect. But even then, Play Rough is something else, because Play Rough itself is a physical fairy move. Insane. Lumineon. Poor Lumineon. Waterfall can flinch, and it doesn't miss. Thunder Punch. 90-90 is pretty shit when you compare it to an HM, which you're required to have, which is 80-100. Sure, I got it at the end of the game, but there are better moves than Aqua Tail, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna use a Super Repel, because I don't want to deal with any of this. Do I still have a lot? I hope I do. Yeah. If it needs physical moves, then they could at least make Aqua Tail better. Just give it an additional effect or something, I don't know. But as it is, it's like, ugh. Use the cleanse tag? Why? I have repels! I'll let you on fire, I guess. But EXP. What do you mean, but EXP? They're wild Pokemon, they're like level 30. They're garbage. Light everything on fire. The worst thing about opponent Bronzongs is I don't know if they have Heat Proof or Flamethrower. And I'm not risking Levitate because I don't have ground moves anyway. So I'm just forced to press fire and see if it dies or lives. If it lives, it has Heat Proof. If it dies, it has Levitate. Skarmory. I want Dragonite. I want my Dragonite. I've had this Tritini since the beginning of the goddamn game. Well, close to anyway. Well, at least fire exists to kill Skarmory. Having a fire type move for this is pretty good. Although I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt works just as fine anyway. Yeah, it's good. Good. Pretty sure every playthrough, no matter how many Pokemon you try to put on your team, will always have one Pokemon you have to deal with that'll be a pain in the ass. Always. I'm gonna switch. Skarmory with Heat Proof. Well, I always find it funny that the Pokemon that naturally have Sturdy are usually Pokemon that don't die in one hit. Unless you hit them with, like, anything. It's weird when you think about that. Rock types tend to come with Sturdy, right? And they have ridiculous physical defense. But they always end up having to activate their Sturdy because they're hit by a special move that pretty much kills them instantly. What an unfortunate type situation to find yourselves in. I'm pretty sure Magnezone's level up move pool sucks massive wiener because it only ever seems to press Mirror Shot. Doesn't have Flash Cannon or Discharge. Well, it had Discharge actually, but it couldn't hit me with it. It's nice to have an answer for that one at least. almost 6 p.m. What do you mean? It's almost 8. Just swim every day. Magnezone can't even learn Tri-Attack at level 1 in Gen 5. That's pathetic! Of course, you can't even have a Magnezone at level 1 either. That's cheating. Oh, no. Oh, that's not so bad. I'm getting the rocks. Convenient. What did the Mega do? I don't even know. Well, I'm gonna throw rocks at it because I'm allowed to. Oh, that's what it did, of course. And now we throw rocks back. Poor Pokemon that are times 4 weak to rock. They never stood a chance. Nope. Yeah, boosty boost. Down we go. The Royal Beaver Crown. Just buy the Royal Crown and customize it to the brown. Custom. I'm trying to complete my Weeb look. I need to find a pair of sandals. But like, you know, like the wooden sandals. The weird ones. Well, this sucks. Aerodactyl. I am retreating. And I'm gonna throw more rocks at Aerodactyl. You get a pink flamingo? Oh, that reminds me of a fucking peacock I saw. I forget his name. But I hated him too. You missed me complaining about my island tours. Fucking 4 hours of nothing. Nothing! Another boosty boost. Now, if only I had a spread move. Yeah. Yeah. I seem to hate everyone. That's not true. I don't hate everyone. I just keep running into villagers I happen to hate. I mean, you tell me this, Mina. You want a hippo moving into your town if you can control it? Probe it. Cloister. That's it. I'm getting the rocks. No thanks, I already have 3 fucking horrible ones. Oh, now who hates everyone? Huh? Oh, nice crit. And a boost! Half of my town. I hate half of my town. Well, I hate half of my town, too. How about pigs from the British Royal Guards? I haven't seen any pig villagers, actually. Like, at all. That was quick. Alright. Golduck. You want me to stream Animal Crossing? I don't even do anything in Animal Crossing. Metronome, because I'm allowed to do that. Hell yeah, Booble! I didn't do very much damage. Yeah. Yeah. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna go heal. I'm gonna go heal. Everyone's like half dead. Well, except Milotic, but I don't like using Milotic in double battles because all it has is Surf, and my entire team is pretty much susceptible to that. Even the ones that aren't are still fragile enough to get picked off pretty easily if Surf doesn't go my way. My little brother has a villager that looks like Peppa the Pig. Oh, God. Can't wait to change the catchphrases. Alright, moving on. Yeah, I haven't seen a pig villager yet. At all. I haven't seen a kangaroo either. I found an anteater. His name was Antonio. I did not want him. I used to have kangaroos back in GameCube era, because those were a thing. I have Dragon Pulse that I could give Milotic, but I'd rather give it Ice Beam. But if I can't get Ice Beam, then I'll probably just give it Blizzard. Even then, I don't think I have that either, so... That is, yeah, that's a big sword, alright. This thing has Ice Shard, so let's not fuck around with it. I like that weapon. It's a Tusk Sword. Nice Earthquake. Pig Saber. Huh? What are you doing that much damage for? Nice. I like that weapon because you can turn it around and turn it into like a hook. Double effective. I lost exactly 100 HP in that exchange. Not good. I was hoping he would Ice Shard me. What? I was gonna say, is my repel still active? How do I get that? I want it. I want that item. Damn, look at this detour you gotta go for. It's better be the best item in the game. Come on, give me Ice Beam. Close. Damn it. Anything else on this route? I tend not to explore water routes because they're annoying. And then you just miss... There have definitely been times where I'm playing a Pokemon game and I just randomly happen in a water route way after I'm done the game and I run into a single trainer. Nidoking is pretty damn cool. I run into a single trainer with like level high 20s. It's like, how did I not find you until this point? Poison Sting, huh? And this is what happens with Evolution Stone Pokemon. They have their base movesets. I still don't understand how Hoenn Water works. I really, really don't. I don't know if I've ever explored the whole thing or not. I just know there's a lot of dive spots. And then sometimes I make it to Pacifilog, and then holy shit, the route to get to the sealed chamber is so confusing. I don't think I've ever explored that route in its entirety. I really don't. There's just a bunch of currents and shit. You have to keep doing one-way paths. That route's really interesting because you can just accidentally find the sealed chamber. Earth Power. There's just one little slab in the middle of all of it that is a dive spot, and then you can go in there and then it takes you to the sealed chamber. And finding that kind of shit as a kid is amazing. It was so cool. Dragon Dance. What level does Dragonite learn Outrage? I have a feeling it won't. I have a sneaking suspicion that I will not be allowed to use Outrage. Thankfully, the entirety of Braille is located in the chamber, but not a lot of kids paid attention to that. Most people relied on player's guides. Still, that was the kind of thing in video game history that was really cool, you know? Level 61. Oh, I'm not going to reach that level. I'm really not. Like, chat, you have any examples? Any examples you can think of things that were in older games that back then they were a really big deal because nobody really knew what it was, and you couldn't just Google it and see exactly what was going on. And I'm talking about real things, not rumors. Not rumors like Mew under the truck and shit. Like, the sealed chamber is one for sure. I know it was in player's guides and stuff, but if you didn't have access to the internet or a player's guide and you found that in your Pokemon game, what could you, like, how would you even know what it is, right? It would be so mysterious. The entirety of Digimon World. The face glitch in Animal Crossing. Oh yeah, that was a pretty big one. Because I've definitely seen that one before I knew what it was, and I was just like, what the fuck? Final Fantasy IV Crystal Sword. I need you to elaborate on that, because I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. Smeargle Cave in Frontier was weird. I always felt there was something up with it. I have no idea what the point of that cave is. It just kind of goes on for a while, and there's a bunch of Smeargles in it. Altering Cave is another one. I don't think anyone knew what Altering Cave did. It was just a cave that you could go in, and it had Zubats, and there was a couple areas with any actual anything. I don't know what it used, but I think it missed. I'll take it. 53 levels later, and we actually have a real move. That was Fire Blast, that's why. Of course, if it burns me, that's not a problem. Okay, that's fine. Nice. No issues here. Trying to think of other examples. I guess technically the unknown in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, but I don't think those were as big as an impact as something like the Reggies were. Came here because I want to see the Pokemon League for myself. A narrow family quest in FF9. No. Basically, all secret passages in FF4 but one were shown on the map. That one was in the final dungeon and led to the best weapon in the game. Oh! Oh, I kind of wish I had a Leaf Blade right now. Okay. I caught all the unknown because I thought a legendary would spawn. So they just had one secret that was unshown. You know what that reminds me of, actually? This is a bad idea. I want a waterfall instead. Chat, do you remember the room in Symphony of the Night that's right at the beginning of the game? This room is so stupid. It's, there's a breakable boulder, right? And, like, one of the first rooms in Symphony of the Night. And what it is you run through the boulder as a wolf, and then you go back through it as the bat. And what that does is it opens a wall. It opens a wall, doesn't give you any sound cue or any indication at all. It's just the wall is now no longer there, and there's an entryway to a collectible. I believe it's like a jewel beetle or some shit like that. I forget what it is, but I remember it because we saw it. Like, we knew something was there, and we weren't sure how to access it, so we Googled it. And it was like, yeah, you have to do this. And this was like in an issue of Nintendo Power or some shit like that. And it's like, why? What's the point? The fact that there's no sound indication at all on that was pretty interesting too. It was just, you walked over there and the wall was gone. Just completely out of the way. Didn't crumble or anything. Just drag and dropped off the screen. Those secrets were confusing. I never had player's guides or anything like that. Nintendo Power was great for that kind of thing, but I didn't have a subscription to them. If something was in a video game and you only are allowed to know about it if you had a copy of Nintendo Power, I was fucked. One of the most strange things in gaming was still the mysterious red button in Fallout 2. I'm afraid I don't know anything about Fallout 1 or 2. My first entry in the Fallout series was New Vegas. $20 in a Drug Mart shop bargain bin, and played a fuck ton of it. Great game. I do remember in Generation 3, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I thought the dotted hole was gonna have something to do with the Reggies, because it was, you needed Braille to like do it. But then it just turned out to be a really useless area, part of a side quest that's required for you to trade with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And it's like, well, that's a location that was really cool in theory, just completely thrown to the curb because who knows. There were a lot of areas that were made for Fire and Leaf Green that just weren't really explored. There was the entirety of the unknowns portion that existed. Like, there was a bunch of different little islands you could explore, and all that was there was unknowns, and you needed to activate them on a little cave. Oh, damn it. There, of course, was, I said, dotted hole, where it's just something to put an item, a key item. You never have to go back there. There's the bug path, which isn't really much of anything, but I still thought it was neat. And then there's that weird lost cave on the top of Island 5. There were a lot of strange places in Fire and Leaf Green that you didn't need to do much with. And that kind of sucks. I wish there was more to them. Instead, all the legendaries got turned into events and put on hidden islands that you needed special key items for. I didn't get no complete edition, unfortunately. I only had the base game. I never got to play any Fallout DLC. Kind of sucks too, because I played a ton of New Vegas. And I would have loved another reason to play it again. But I played through it like 2 or 3 times. I've done the NCR route. Yeah, I did the NCR route, I did the Takeover Vegas route, and I did half of the house route, but I kind of stopped at some point and just never went back to it. Because I had it on 360, and the 360 loading times were atrocious. That's one big reason I hated being anywhere civilized in Fallout, was because in order to like traverse different areas, you had to go out a door, and then you had to go to the next section of the area. So it was just loading screens for 90% of it. And then sometimes your game would crash on the loading screen. That was my favorite part. The fucking the little load sigil would just stop moving. You're like, oh, my game's not working anymore. Cool. Still, despite its numerous flaws, I had fun with it. Only thing that bothered me was that some side quests just didn't work because if you did them out of order. There was but in the NCR route, there's a main story quest you can do where you have to convince the Great Khans. You have to convince the Great Khans to side with the NCR, and the big boss man's like, there's absolutely no way we're doing that, cause fuck them. And the Legion's like got their dude, kind of like trying to convert them. And there are 2 ways you can do that chat mission. You can either assassinate the head of the Khans and have the guy in second take command because he wants to side with the NCR, or you can talk to the 3 like big Khan advisors and sway their opinion to try and sway the big boss. I tried to do that one because it's the peaceful option, right? But unfortunately, there's one of the NPCs you need to talk to in order to do that has its own little side quest that you could have done prior near the quarry junction where you have to fetch a briefcase for them. If you do that side quest first, she despawns. The object marker does not leave. It's still where she's supposed to be standing, but she is not loaded in, and you cannot do it. And that sucked. So I had no choice but to do it the other way. I did everything else on that quest properly up to that point, and then I had to completely abandon the quest because fucking Bethesda. It's always a feature. But like, there's no way of knowing you did anything out of order because as far as I knew, this character had no relevance to anything else in the entire game. It's like in Novak, there's a ranger you can do a submission for, and the only thing he gives you is a special unarmed move called the Ranger Takedown. However, That character is part of the subquest for one of your companions that you get on Black Mountain, and if you did his request earlier in the game, as most people would, because it's right at Novak, you can't activate his request. Or, like, you can't activate his dialogue, so you can't get a secondary effect, and he's just becomes a useless party member as a result. And it's just like, why bother? Sometimes I wonder if Todd will ever win back. Chat, do you remember, when was it? Was it 2 E3s ago? Or was it Game Awards? When Todd Howard came out on stage and he made a joke about Skyrim being on too many consoles. He announced Fallout 76 and he gave a teaser for Skyrim 2. I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought that was the Todd redemption arc. People were so excited for that. Like, whoa, he came out, he acknowledged his mistakes, he's being a funny guy, and he's bringing us games we want. And then look where we are now. 16 times the fuck up. How much further in do I need to go? Perfect. It'll be 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. Great. Let's see how that one worked out, didn't we? And it will be out in 3 months. Oh my god, Todd, you madman. How are you gonna do that? That's the secret. Or not. Chad, I have learned that if a game developer shows off a game that we've never seen before and says it's coming out within 6 months, I have every reason to believe that the game is either going to drop with a massive day 1 patch or it's going to be so fucking buggy that it needs to get patched immediately anyway. Oi. Thank you, Mr. Grunty, for your sub. I love the music for here. Not in Victory Road, but outside of it. Okay, so we need rock climb and strength, and if we need rock smash, I can just teach it to someone, that's no problem. Let's get some levels. Mammoth one again. 52, huh? Okay. Some stanky Victory Road music. It does its job. I'm not complaining. But you are right. It's a bit stinky. I don't remember much about Victory Road. You can learn double hit? I don't think I knew that. Then again, I'm pretty sure the only Pokemon who can actually use double hit semi-effectively is Ambipom, because that's like all it really gets. Its move. It requires double hit to evolve. Momuji's. Oh yeah, you're right, actually. The sword kind of has a similar curve, aside from the tusk part. Alright, finally a Dragonite. I'm amazed we got this far without seeing a single Dragonite, chat. So now we can finally see one. Everybody's level 55. That's a pretty good level. You're gonna get Thunderbolted for sure. I want to get something that Spoon can get in and kill, because Spoon's levels are caught up now. But maybe I should look at my TMs, just in case. Yeah. Lapras. Yeah, I might as well stay in, why not? I don't know what... That's Thunderbolt. Why not? Bethesda. Chat, what was that game that came out recently that everyone's playing on Twitch? I can't remember the name of it. Started with a V, though. Alright, finally. Valorant. Oh. Yeah, that was worth it. Yep. 100% worth it. Valorant, wing attack. Wing attack? Oh my god. It's terrible. It's basically Riot does CSGO Overwatch. That's what I heard. I remember the one thing I heard about it was that when they were explaining how the guns work, they were comparing them to the counterparts. They were comparing them to their counterparts from CS:GO, which is kind of a bad idea. Imagine I'm pitching a game to you, chat, and I'm like, here's this gun. I don't need to tell you how this gun works. All I need to say is that it works like this gun in another game that you know, and immediately you'll be like, I understand. But that's not good. That is not good. Not a good idea. So I have Dark Pulse. I just got Focus Blast, and I'm gonna give that to Alakazam. I hate to have to rely on Focus Miss, but Reflect doesn't help. Not Reflect, sorry. Recover isn't very helpful with a Pokemon like Alakazam. Alright. I want to give Earthquake to... Yeah, I want to give Earthquake to Dragonite. Dragonite's Waterfall. I don't really want Dragon Rush, even though it's Stab. But I don't have an Ice type move for other dragons yet, so give it a Thunder Wave for now. I think I'm okay with that for now. Do I have Blizzard? I hope I have Blizzard. I'd like to give Blizzard to Milotic. I don't have Blizzard. Fuck. Fuck. I do have Dragon Pulse, which I could give to Milotic. So there's that. Avalanche, not helpful. Dark Pulse, no. Flash Cannon, no. Check the movie learner for Dragonite. What the hell's that guy? Oh, I repel on. What am I doing? I have plenty of repels. There we go. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, what is this game exactly? I don't have any hard scales, so I can't do that anyway. So it seems to be a first-person shooter, like CS:GO, but Overwatch. And I see people playing it, but I mean, that's how new games work. I just don't have any interest in that kind of thing, so I'm not watching it. I was just curious as to what exactly it is. Oh my, well, that's a good Pokemon. Kinda wish I had one. And now it's time for Focus Miss. Let's go Focus Miss. Here we go. Oh, well, it hit. Alright, fine. She's got pretty ice skates. I like it. Here's a question, chat. Do people still play PUBG? Is PUBG, like, done? Well, maybe done's not the right word, but... Like, is the game out now? Is what I should say. Is PUBG complete? Is it out of whatever the hell state it was, and it's an actual game? Or are they still charging money? A full price for this. Oh, I didn't die. That's annoying! I might die to that. It's always a situation you find yourselves in. I had Ice Shard and I could have lost. It's still a demo? But isn't it a full price game on Xbox and stuff? Nope. For real? The only point of rock climbing was to get back up if you went down there the other way, or to get that item from that guy. It's 30 bucks, and it's out early access on Steam. Jesus, really? On Game Pass on Xbox. Oh yeah, that thing. Chat, what was that game that came out? I forget what it was called. What was it? Was it Outer Worlds? I believe it was one of those games that sparked a lot of controversy because they decided pretty close to its release date that it was going to become an Epic Game Store exclusive. The Outer Worlds Epic Games only. Yeah, how'd that game end up doing? I'm curious. I don't know much. I don't keep up on these kind of things because once it enters the realm of game store exclusivity outside of my like ability to play it, I don't care about it anymore. Shenmue 3 had that epic. Okay, I remember that one. I was gonna talk about that one as well. Shenmue 3 also got it got kickstarted and backed. Like that's one of the biggest issues with that was a Kickstarter project that was funded, and then people who funded it were met with the lovely news that Shenmue 3 is now an Epic Game Store exclusive. So if you backed it and you don't have Epic Game Store, well, fuck you. I'll take your money. Thank you very much, but go fuck yourself. Not good business practice. Metro Exodus and Borderlands 3 were Epic Game Store only for the first as well, and now they're on Steam. Why do they do that? It just seems like that really hurts their sales. Unless they're given enough money to circumvent that. I understand the need for competition with Steam, because monopolies exist, and we don't want things to have monopolies on things, because that's a pain in the dick. But like, damn. I guess they have the money to do it, because Epic owns Fortnite. And because you own Fortnite, you basically own the universe right now. The amount of money that they make out of Fortnite is... Oh, nice crit. Pretty substantial to a point where they can do things like that. Console exclusives are funny. Special contract to withhold the game from Steam for 1 year with Epic. Lame. Lame. Crobat. Crobat will kill me. GOG is Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. Currently on Steam. $5.99 70% off. I want to check that out. Maybe. It's coming out. Crobat is. But I don't think I'm faster than it. I don't think I'm faster than it. I'm gonna hit by it. The making Shenmue 3 exclusive means there are money for them to make doing so, but it was a Kickstarter project. That's what I mean, right? That's what I mean. The fact that it was a Kickstarter project is why it was a bigger deal than it would have been otherwise. That's the part that really confused me. It was the fact that it was funded with other people's money, and then they took that money and were like, yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want with it, and that means fucking over the people that gave us the money to make it in the first place. It's like, okay. Chat, what was that game that a couple weeks ago? A couple months ago? I have no sense of time anymore, chat. I'm sorry. There was a game that was exclusive on PlayStation 4 for like 5 years or some shit. I don't remember what the game was, but they said it was finally coming to Steam. And PlayStation exclusives holders like threw a fucking fit about it. What was that game? They got mad because they're Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, they got mad because the game was no longer going to be a PlayStation exclusive. It's like, why would you be mad about that? I don't understand. I would love for a game like Bloodborne to stop being a PlayStation 4 exclusive so more people can play it. People really want to justify their purchase of a PS4 by saying things like, oh, it needs games that can't go out anywhere else. Like, you can just have the console you like. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't need exclusives. Now I need Rock Smash. Seems silly to me. I understand exclusivity periods. I really do. I get that much. But keeping a game, aside from Nintendo, because we all know how Nintendo operates. Let's be real here. Nintendo plays its own goddamn rules. You have Rock Climb, so you need to have Rock Smash. Damn it. What do you know? Lava Plume, Flamethrower, Smoke Screen. You know Rock Climb. What the fuck did I give? Oh, the other one has Strength. That's what it is. I really hate HMs. Shit moves you're forced to put on your Pokemon. We need to have exclusives, so there's incentive to buy. I understand the point of them. I really, really do. There are also take this for example. The game Bayonetta 2. For those of you that don't know, Bayonetta 2 is a game that is exclusive to the Nintendo Wii U. And people hate that. But what people choose to ignore is the fact that Bayonetta 2 was 100% funded by Nintendo. Without Nintendo putting the money towards that game, it would not have been made. And the trade-off was that Bayonetta 2 was going to only come out on Nintendo systems, and people were mad about that. Nintendo saved the Bayonetta series, and people were mad about it. That's the part that confuses me! At this point, Bayonetta is basically a Nintendo IP. I mean, Platinum Games owns it, but come on, let's be real here. Bayonetta 3, when that comes out ever. So you're having a Demon X Machina. What is that game? I never played Bayonetta because I don't like Bayonetta as a character, but they're like DMC. They're hack and slashes. It's difficult but fun. Well, I imagine it's fun, but my introduction to Bayonetta was Smash 4, and that wasn't a very good introduction to Bayonetta, that's for sure. I guarantee that some people will never ever play Bayonetta 1 or 2 or 3 because of how much they despise Bayonetta in Smash Brothers. I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee it. The Nintendo costumes were cool. I like that the Peach one changed it so Madama Butterfly was like, it turned Madama Butterfly's limbs into Bowser's limbs, which is really cool. I know what Daemon X Machina is. Yeah, I just don't remember. I don't know what happened to it. I thought you were saying that something happened to it. All I remember is that game was in every single fucking direct, and then it finally came out, and I haven't heard anything since. Oh yeah, you know Power Gem. What a weird move for you. It's a mech fighting game that's OTT and action filled. I know Bayonetta is a good series, but I'm not really a huge fan of the genre. I never even played DMC. I've seen people play DMC. I've seen speedruns. But for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty I get the appeal. I played Dynasty Warriors. That's kind of fun, mindless hack and slashing, but after a while, I don't know. There are more difficulties in DMC. I'm definitely selling it short since I've never actually played it myself. Play DMC 2. It's the best. Came to Steam a month ago, huh? Dilly, please. Booty. Fuck, I love that voice. It's all chuckles and ha-has until someone takes it seriously. Wait, what? Okay, that's what it was. I was like, what's going on here? It's an item. Dinty, please play DM Beef Stew. Oh shit. You know, I actually don't really understand how that meme started, But I want to believe that somebody actually sent him an email typed out like that telling him to play the game. I really do. That just makes it so much better. Based on a true story. The Bravely Default series gets a lot of crap, and they're some of my favorite. Well, I've played Bravely Default 1. And without delving into spoilers, the game was so good I played it multiple times. And here's the weird part about Bravely Default to me. Bravely Default got a sequel called Bravely Second, right? I haven't played that game. But like, I thought that was the sequel. And then and a couple directs ago, they were like, here's Bravely Default 2. And I was like, what? How can there be Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and Bravely Default 2? How does that work? Have I played Shenmue? I have no idea what Shenmue even is. I have seen gameplay of Shenmue. I don't know if people like Shenmue because it's good, or they ironically like Shenmue because it's terrible. I have no idea. I have no sweet clue how that game works at all. I just know that it was popular enough to get a third game backed on Kickstarter. But as far as I have ever known, Shenmue is a series that is just not good. Shenmue was beloved for the music and story. Oh, okay, well I've only ever seen gameplay. And that's usually what people look at when they look at video games. So I'd say I'm okay with my opinion on that. Still, I understand it's popular, otherwise it wouldn't have gotten so much attention. But I legitimately thought it was one of those games that was so bad it was good. Because I've never played it. Never touched it. Never had any intention of touching it either. But it always managed to stick out somehow. How did you live, you son of a bitch? Never mind. You threw it away. I kinda wish I had psychic or confusion or something. Shenmue like Proto Yakuza. That's another series I don't know anything about. I've never played a Yakuza game, but there's plenty of them, and people love them because they're fucking chaotic. Doesn't appear if anyone can stand in your way. The Elite Four should just surrender. Alright then. I'm gonna battle you. Come back in here, push that down. He lost his eyes there. Let me see how well your Pokemon can battle. Never on Dreamcast. No. Another god has emerged. Damn it. Yakuza seems neat. Still don't really know what it is. Is it like Saints Row? Then again, I don't know much about Saints Row either. I always assumed that Saints Row is just the raunchy cousin of GTA, which is kind of hard to pull off. But Saints Row lets you be, like, super-powered nonsense. That's not gonna kill me, but... yeah, pretty much. Alright. There's a Fist of the North Star game based on Yakuza. No idea what that is. Never heard of it. Yes. Yes. Good. Fist of the North Star is a show I want to watch, just so I can understand what the hell it is. I only know it through the memes, you know, that shit, and the guy who uses dynamite as a weapon, and then the, you know, top classics, Omae wa Moshinderu, you know, all that good stuff. But I've never actually seen the show, and I'm pretty sure it's good because it's super manly, and super manly anime is pretty sick. I love that shit, especially in that time frame. It's a very good OST. It's Proto JoJo. Hokuto no Ken. Manime. Yeah. Manly anime is sick. You know why? Because it's just muscly men beating the shit out of each other. And it's awesome. It's just so intense and passionate and a little weird, but that's okay. It can be as weird as it wants to be. Don't run out, I need you. I'd much rather watch muscly men beat the tar out of each other than watch another generic ass looking basic high school do nothing, average in every stat, become the god of a new world and have every single lady in the entirety of the world want his wiener. Sick of it. Sick of it! You know what's a good show? Hajime no Ippo. You know why? Because it's just about a dude who becomes a boxer, and he's so inspirational. Ippo's so awesome. That is a good show, and it's just awesome boxing. Fuck, I love that show. The manga goes so much longer, but it goes so far. I don't think I could ever catch up on it. Bomb Snow and Frost Slash. We have reached a problem. I'm running away. The Pro iteration for last year was awesome. There was also something called Megalobox, right? I heard that was pretty good, and that's like classic boxing anime. Only 12 episodes, though. The guy on the front kind of reminds me of Spike from Cowboy Bebop, but I never watched Cowboy Bebop. Ooh, nice. We got a flinchy flinch. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh. Megalobox, absolutely great show. It seemed cool. I just never had to put the time aside to watch it. I tried to watch Bebop. Here's my hot take. I watched 3 episodes of Bebop, and I did not enjoy it enough to continue. What is Outstar Law? I don't recognize that title. Oh, god damn it, Hail Blizzard. Space Dandy. I liked Space Dandy. Space Dandy was hilarious schlock. Fucking loved that one. I might die to that hail. Yeesh. Problematic. Oh no, I just low kick. Has Ice Shard, so I don't want to send in those two. Outlaw Star is like OG Space Cowboy. Chat, you want to know something interesting? I didn't know this. You know the show Ranma 1/2? Ranma 1/2 is made by it was written by the same person who did Inuyasha and Urusei Yatsura, which I don't know much about that show. I only really know about it because a friend of mine loves that show. But Inuyasha is one I think we all know about. Whether or not we liked it or not is a different matter entirely, but the fact of the matter is we all know what Inuyasha is. I wish my Alakazam... I wish my Alakazam had teleport, honestly. I want to leave. I want to live. I need to go and heal. I never saw Ranma 1/2. I know what it's about though. It interested me. I kind of like anime from that era. I don't know why. Something about the art style that I just find so nice. It's so simple, but it's good. Inuyasha. It was on TV and I never watched it. I just remember the fox man with the sword and the kimono. Or was it a hakama? Who cares? It's all weeb shit anyway. It just seemed like that show that everybody knew about, but I don't know if everybody liked it. Weebs care. Well, what does that make me? A fake weeb? My shows when I was a child were what was on channel 27 basically. That was Dragon Ball Z, and Pokemon. And what do you call it? I know Bleach was on at night, but I never watched it because it was on too late. I watched Naruto, but not on TV. Bobobo? I never actually watched Bobobo. I watched a couple episodes, but it was really confusing. And I know about it because we used to get Shonen Jump. Christian had a bunch of like limited edition cards that came with Shonen Jump entries, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And the Bobobo stuff was so fucking confusing to me. But I read it because I thought it was hilarious and how stupid it was. Papa Rocks and Jelly Man. I was just like, what's going on? I might have to go back and watch that just because it's so out of left field that it's probably right up my alley in terms of comedy. Yeah, I'm a very simple man to please, it seems. I heard I never watched Bleach, but what I heard about Bleach was that its first arc was fantastic, but then every arc after that tried to recapture the magic of the first arc while completely missing the point. I don't know how true that is. That's just a very, very summarized explanation I got of events in question. But I never watched it myself. I thought I used a repel. No, my repel wore off in front of the rock. That's a Gengar! Where's my quick ball? It does get worse the farther it goes. That'd suck. Bleach is kind of notorious for reusing the exact same story arc over and over and over. Ow. That's unfortunate. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a fantastic show. You are correct. The lyre that gang floats in darkness belongs to a Gengar, delighted in casting curses on people. Alright, Spookster has returned. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll get to use one in actual. Bleach got milked by Shonen Jump because it was popular. Even the artists did not like it. Ouch. That's unfortunate. You should never make something if you're not enjoying it. I forgot to put a fucking repel on again. Jolteon's pretty sick. But I have my electric type. Gintama, I watched a couple... Gintama was something I was watching. I got like 40 episodes in, and then they were like, here's Gintama 2019 or 2018 or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, god damn it. Bleach is getting a new anime this year, anime the last arc of the manga. So you mean the anime ended without finishing the actual story? Uh-oh. Gintama just never stops. I can't tell if Gintama 20, whatever that reboot was a reboot or it was a continuation. But I just kind of stopped Gintama altogether at that point. Gintama was fantastic, though. It was off the fucking wall. It made no goddamn sense, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. That's the kind of humor I like. And I know how that sounds. Oh, wow. You like humor where they just don't make any goddamn sense? Well, whatever. If something's funny, it's funny. I can't explain it to you. Look at Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit you ever seen. But you can't explain it to anyone. It just is. Mobile Suit Victory Gundam was hated by its creator because of Bandai being assholes. Namco Bando! Gotta make that merch, baby. Pickle Rick. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show Dragonite off. One sec. She looks great. Definitely worth the investment. Assuming I don't run into things that instantly kill me with water. A number between 1 and 24. 17. Turn myself into a pickle. The meme just kind of resurrected itself sometime in the last couple weeks. I don't know where it came from. It just did. Oh, Manager Florentino. Yeah. Yeah. Air slash. How am I faster than Shiftry? I thought Shiftry was fast. It's a Tengu. They're known for their speed. You are a bad Tengu, Shiftry. Doom. Yeah, switch to Venus. I got a hot take for you, chat. I don't like Evangelion. I think it's confusing and convoluted, and the main character pisses me off so much that I have no interest in the rest of the story. I don't even care that much for mechs to begin with. A friend of mine showed me the movie. He invited us over to watch the Evangelion movie, and I was so fucking bored in the first like 15 minutes that me and my other friend just started doing the Battle Subway and Pokemon Black and White on the couch. He was not very happy about that, but like I did not like the movie at all. I was so not paying attention. It's so confusing, and the main character is such a bitch. And I get that's the whole point. I get it, but come on. I don't even like mech to begin with. Why do I have so many black threads? The only mech show I ever watched that I liked was Gurren Lagann. And even then, I didn't actually like the second half as much as I liked the first half. I didn't mind it, mind you. Alright, you're getting air slashed. And you... I guess you're getting dragon rushed. I don't know what I'm doing to you. Ow! Code Geass. I've wanted to watch that for a long time, but again, I'm just not huge on mech. I'm really not. You don't like Gurren Lagann? That's fine. I don't like Kill la Kill. I think Kill la Kill is a goddamn mess. People love that one, though. Geass is like Death Note with mech as a side thing. I think I knew that, which is why I didn't want to watch it, because I kind of assumed how it was going to go. I don't know what just happened, but we won the battle. You know what was a good show, though? Cells at Work. That was a good show. Muscle Band. Great creators can understand the vastly underrated anime. Isn't that a visual novel adaptation? Cells at Work's getting a second season, too. I never finished the first one. It's animated by the same people who animated JoJo's, and you can definitely tell by watching it. It's a really good show. It's just... it's your body. Everything happens in your body, and it's all explained. It's scientific. It's educational television. That's the craziest part, chat, is they managed to educate you in that show. People can have their own opinions in anime. I don't care. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. Back in like junior high, a friend of mine's favorite anime was Strawberry Panic. Has anyone actually ever watched that show or know what it is? Because I've never seen it myself, but I know what it is because of him. Of course, Mina knows what it is. You goddamn degenerate. Oh my god. It's like 26 episodes, too. How do you even get a show like that long? Sakura Trick is Fluffy Yuri. I remember that one. It's the one with the pink-haired girl and the orange-haired girl. That one confused me, because my first interaction with that one was I saw a gif where they jump on a balcony to another balcony and they tumble on top of each other into a perfect kiss, and I'm just like, what the fuck? That's more unbelievable than the protagonist falls down and manages to get his hand up the lady's shirt. Like, how the fuck does this happen? Tropes makes us groan, but we still why do we do these things, chat? What's wrong with us as individuals? Attract. I've heard of Symphogear. Sounds familiar, but I never watched it. Pretty sure anime titty goes against the laws of physics, but that's just a theory. Keep Tokus out front. Is it more realistic than falling down the stairs with an umbrella? Well, here's the thing about that scene. It's pretty unlikely that'll ever happen to someone. But it's definitely something that made me a little bit worried. I liked Another, but it had some issues. Its pacing was kind of weird, and the dub, fuck you. God damn it. And the dub kind of destroyed a portion of the reveal. Final Destination, the anime, basically, yeah. I still liked it, but it was convoluted at times. It's 12 episodes. I actually have the hardcover book that it was based on. So he has ghost or poison types, so... Assuming it's poison types, we're going with Spoon. Alright, chat. I have the book right here. It's written by Yukito Ayatsuji. Into the Spring. Let me read it to you. In the spring of 1998, Koichi Sakakibara... It's poison. Transfers to Yomiyama North Middle School. In class, he develops a sense of unease as he notices that the people around him act like they're walking on eggshells, and students and teachers alike seem frightened, as a chain of horrific deaths begin to unfold around him. He comes to discover that he has been placed on the Cursed Class 3, in which the student body head count is always one more than expected. Class 3 is haunted by a vengeful spirit responsible for gruesome deaths in an effort to satisfy its spite. To stop the vicious cycle gripping his new school, Koichi decides to get to the bottom of the curse, but as he prepares for the horror that lies ahead. Yes, I have the actual hardcover. There's actually another one that we have here. Yes, there's another. Episode SO. And I believe what this is... I don't know what this is, actually. Is this episode 0, or is this an entirely different story? I don't know, but I'm probably never going to read it, because it's on my shelf. The Another dub was bad. Yep, the dub was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I completely foregone important information to putting the puzzle together for yourself. That's not the way I want to go. I really disliked that. And I noticed it right away, because the sub was subtle about it. But then they completely removed it in the dub. And then when they did the big reveal at the end... I'm not spoiling anything, by the way. They did the big reveal. They showed off that scene that we were supposed to have seen in the sub, but didn't actually happen in the dub, so it's just confusing. Have you ever watched Nanoha? No idea what that is. Why rewatch Higurashi when we're getting a new one? Here, let me... Chat. Give me a page. Give me a number between 1 and 485, and I'll read a line from the book. See if you can get a good one. 384. 384. Alright, but following Miss Mikami's instructions, we were split up to a room. This was probably done out of a concern for safety, and so I wound up sharing a room with Yuya Mochizuki. Not a good page. 140. 140. They do call it the Curse of the Third Year Class 3. Rail decks? I don't have much interest in that Rail series, honestly. It's confusing to me. I don't get it. Go for Psychic. Getting some lame ones. Damn right we are. 71. Let's see. I wanted to catch her at lunch and talk some more, but just like yesterday, she had disappeared from the classroom before I noticed. Wait, what am I fighting? Lantern. Well, the further back the book you go, the less action that happens. In the anime, the first actual death doesn't happen until episode 4. So the entire thing sets up its pacing, and then its delivery is incredibly gruesome. And that's kind of a topic for criticism for the series. Or, yeah, I guess the series is the correct way to say that. 93. I mean, if you've seen the scene, you know what I'm talking about. I never saw it until I watched it myself. I watched it on my Vita. 93. 93 is the page that begins chapter 4. I next stood in the town of Misaki, outside the Blue Eyes Empty all in the Twilight of Yomi sign, on Friday the week after, and this time it really was twilight. Why are we both alive? Yeah, the first death was way too graphic. It was ridiculous. And I had never heard of this series prior to watching it myself on a whim. So when I saw that, here's the thing. When I saw it, 297, 2/3 down the page. That's so specific, I feel like you'd have the book too. Let me see. Oh, hold on, let me use Earthquake first. You son of a bitch! I should have known. 273, 2/3 down the page. Right here. We returned to school through the back gate around the time 6th period would be ending. Was there a censored scene? I only know the scene. Like, she trips. The scene sets itself up pretty well, in the sense that you know what's coming. She trips with her umbrella. It falls. It opens up. The camera pans to the end of the umbrella, and it shines. It fucking shines. And we know how she's falling. And you can just tell what's about to happen. And then in she go. And you're just like, whoa! Jesus Christ! Rated E for everyone. The censored has some black shadowing. I don't remember which one I watched then. I probably watched the censored one. I hope I did, because that sounds like it's needlessly gruesome. 297, not 273. I did read 297. That's the page I read. Ah. Togekiss is dead. I said 273. Did I? Am I an idiot? No, I was on 297. We returned to school through the back gate around the time 6th period would be ending. No, I read 297. Hold on. Oh wait, that's the way I came from. I'm not even sure where I'm going right now. Items are fine though. Iron plate. I didn't do anything. I did nothing. I still think another was pretty decent for what it was. I think it had some issues, but just saying that doesn't really help anyone. Hello, mister. Let me size you up. Aim for the Pokemon League. That's all you should be thinking about. How about you get the hell out of the way? We're gonna get out of here at like the 3-hour mark, chat, so it's not even... I'm not even gonna be able to challenge the Elite Four. But I suppose that's fine. It was a good watch. Yeah. The end was fucking chaotic, that's for sure. Definitely not what I expected to see. Still neat, though. Okay, let's go. God, there's so much to this fucking cave. This was optional, I didn't realize that. There's not enough good spooky anime. Poison Jab's pretty good. There was one I wanted to watch, but I never got around to watching it. It was called Shiki. S-H-I-K-I, and it's like a 24-episode series about, like, vampires, I think? Oh, well, beat you to it there, Mina. Yeah, I don't know what that one's really about exactly, but it seemed like it was pretty good horror. But I don't know if I'd want to watch that myself. Horror anime is pretty lacking. Unless you count ghost stories. Higarashi's pretty good, but it's very long, so it's a time investment. Stanley. Is Higurashi getting, it's getting more. It's getting more to its story. I don't remember, I don't know when though. Maybe it already happened. But Higurashi is 2 seasons of 24, 26 episodes long each. And they're confusing because they all are like different arcs in the game. Like one arc will end and the next episode will just continue like from a certain point, like the common route sort of thing. I haven't watched Higurashi in a long time, but if there's one thing I remember, it's the first arc. That is horrifying. Oh my god. That show is... Jesus. I don't know how to explain that show. It's a fucking ride. You could show someone 2 different images from that show, and you could, like, there's so much. There's so... You can show the fingernail, and you can show Nippa. You show both of those together, and you tell someone it's from the same show, they ain't gonna believe you. They shouldn't believe you. The first episode of Arc 1 and Arc 2 were gruesome. God. Shion is one crazy bitch! Oh! Oh my god, it's Blissey. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. 50 years later. That's why I like it here. Well, that went well. Finally, the exit. Oh, wait. Yeah. I believe the sky plate's out here. I love the track. The music for this part of the game. At nighttime, specifically. Both versions are good. The day version and the night version. But the night version is so peaceful. One thing I really liked about Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum was the fact that there was nighttime tracks like this. You want a good slice of life? Watch School Live? Now hold on there, brother. Now hold on there. Same with Rika and the knife is horror. Yeah, that's probably the scene that sticks out to me the most. She just beats her head against the wall and Shion just... Yeah, shit like that doesn't leave you very easily, does it? There we go. Oh, Jesus! Hold it, don't go off without me. You're challenging the Pokemon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge of the battle. No, you son of a bitch! I was going to the store to buy items! He scared the hell out of me! Oh, this isn't good. The opening in Higurashi is haunting too. It's so good though. I love the opening. Ancient power. More like Thunderbolt, bitch! Higurashi opening 1 is good. I hate the second season's opening because it has sound effects in there that are just not comfortable to listen to in music. I didn't want to do this, but we're doing it now, I guess. Octillery. Andrew, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking slap you. Octillery. Do I have an opinion on the Monogatari series? Confusing as all hell. And very, very hard to rewatch. There is so much text that appears on the screen for like a second. Like, I've tried to rewatch it before, but I just don't have the patience to do so. I've watched Bakemonogatari, and I've watched Nissan Monogatari. I didn't like the second season very much, because like 7 episodes were dedicated to Karen and the Bumblebee, and then the other ones were the Phoenix sister and the fucking toothbrush scene. I never watched Neko Monogatari, and I never watched second season or anything like that at all. You're not supposed to read those texts? There's still subtitles on there. There's a lot. There's a lot to take in on that show. There just is. It's hard to just sit down and rewatch it. You really have to be paying attention. To be number between 1 and 268. That's the anime you have to watch. Well, this sounds like a fucking adventure. 189. I will say one of the best scenes to come out of Bakemonogatari is the tongue twister with the cat girl. Every weeb loved that one. Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I've already seen that. That show was weird as shit. Although the sub is good because there's so much English swearing. They just say fuck all the time. The show is hella weird. I mean, just the show's title, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Like that. If that doesn't scream strange right out the gate, then I don't know what else does. Slow, bro. Slow, bro. Slow, bro. $171 Persona 4. I watched Persona 4, actually. Persona 4, the animation, was actually my first introduction into Persona 4, because I didn't have a Vita at the time. So I watched the entirety of Persona 4. The anime is actually pretty good, by the way. As far as video game adaptations go, it's pretty good. and then I got gold in myself and I played it. And the games are definitely the better experience. I know that the Persona 5 anime is very lacking though. Its pacing's kind of fucked up, and the animation it does for the all-out attacks is so rigged. It's not very good. But Persona 4 was okay. Persona 4, the golden animation though, I never bothered. The only thing I got out of that was, I never actually watched it, but there's a track that was made. It's 6 minutes long. It's called Yin Yang. And it's about, well, this might be, it's kind of a spoiler, but the game's old. It's a song about you and the other guy. You know the other guy I'm talking about. You know. You prefer Persona 4 anime or Hymns Daisy? If Hymns Daisy was fully done, then I would say Hymns Daisy. But since Hymns Daisy only goes up to Shadow Teddy, gotta say, the anime had some good moments itself. I miss Hymns Daisy. I really do. I fully believe in this last one. I have no reason to freak out. I'm just kind of wailing through your entire team, buddy, while I'm talking about weird things. I mean, what better time to talk about anime than when you're playing weeb Pokemon, though, right? You kind of get what you pay for on this one. We're not finished yet. Are you not? Are you sure? One of my favorite things, did you know in Persona 4 Arena, I believe it was Ultimax, I don't know if it was the original, but one of the titles you can make your profile, like you could have little title cards on things. One of the title cards you could put was Fsteak. F-S-T-E-A-K. Fsteak. Like, that's so good. I can't believe they put that in an actual game. Alright, I won. I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Darn it. You watch, though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League. Because I'm going to become the champion. The toughest trainer. Asper, you better not lose to anyone before me. Well, now my team is dead again. Chie, do you know any other words that start with F? For steak? Excellent! No, we're going on 3 hours now. I'm gonna buy some preparatory ammunition here, just in case I need it. I don't need that much, honestly. It might be overkill, but just in case. I'd rather have 25 revives, just in case. We don't even have a sus, because the sec with a mob still got a perf Al. Sir, what are you— shut up, Badachi! And 10 hyper potions will do. What do you have? Chat, can I buy Blizzard? You know what, I'll worry about that next time. I'm done here. We're done here for the day. These are pretty good levels for the team. Although I'm pretty sure Cynthia's ace is going to be like high 60s. So I might just lose. But we'll worry about that some other time. For now, we're gonna stop. And I am gonna get... I ran out of water. Shit. Yeah, I feel like I can buy Blizzard at the mall. But I don't want to do that right now. I gotta pad as much time as possible for the next part if I'm gonna beat the Elite Four, you know? So yeah. Alright, chat, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look. You're not allowed to see that. It's illegal. Alright. So I ended here. Just shy of 3 hours. Basically 3 hours anyway. So we'll kill it here. And I'll be right back with Mechio paint again. God damn it. Okay. See you in a sec.